Well, Waitress, you've really messed it up again in the past 24 hours. Hello everyone, it's me, Lewis. I'm back here with another video, and funnily enough, it's another Waitress video. I bet you're all probably getting really bored with the Waitress videos, but we have tea to talk about. So, Waitress have once again caused a stir. Now, the tea is, so here we go. Let's take it back. Yesterday, Joe Sugg was announced as the new Ogie in Waitress musical. Now, a lot of us did see it coming, but a lot of us are a bit annoyed about it. Now, I'm going to give you the tea. I don't think Waitress have actually messed up at all. I just think that's what a lot of people have thought. Now, a lot of people have taken to Twitter today. They're not happy that Joe has been cast as Ogie. A lot of people who are part of the Waitress fandom have decided to post some, you could say, some patronising tweets, some of which you might see here. But I thought, as I woke up this morning at 11 AM, I got up, checked my phone, I didn't even have my glasses on, and I was like, here we go. I'm going to set out and tweet how I think about it. But today I thought I'd just give a little conversation on the topic. Now, Joe, for those that don't know, is a YouTuber. He was in Strictly Come Dancing. He's had his own film with Casper Lee, I've heard. Now, I'm not a massive fan of Joe Sugg. Yes, I've seen a few of his videos and I know his capabilities. So this morning I took to Twitter and tweeted this. Are you ready? It's a long one. It's a long one. I've actually had quite a few likes on it, 495 to be precise, at this time of filming. So I said, I've really had enough of the stans who don't agree with the casting and cussing him out. I think this is star casting done right for the show. We know he can dance and we know he can sing. If people want to see the longevity of the show happen, people need to be open to star casting. I personally think Joe will do very well in the show and I can't wait to see him in it. And I'm not even a fan of his work. People are so quick to judge that if you haven't trained, you're not worthy, but people need to realise that there are people out there who haven't trained and still have made a mark on the industry. A prime example being Raquel Dennis, who is currently in Waitress. And there's lots of people out there on the West End, Carrie Hope Fletcher also being another. Just yesterday, Pearson Casting announced they would give more of a chance to those who haven't trained for castings, which is a step in the right direction. So I said, so can everyone stop being absolute bellends and just be nice once? And with that, my thread is done. So a lot of people did comment on this, and a lot of people are annoyed because those who are coming out of drama school haven't been given the choice, or haven't been given the chance, I should say, to play Ogie, and probably isn't fair because he has, one, a social media following and has a massive fan base. Now, like I said in my tweet, if people want a longevity of the show to happen, unfortunately things like star casting has to happen. You know, if people have the dream role of wanting to be Ogie, like I would quite like to play Ogie really, I think it would be really fun, but I understand that Waitress needs to make the money in order for the show to run on, and that's something they have to do. They have to star cast. As we know, the show hasn't been doing so well. That's from my point of view. Obviously I don't know any logistics, but I just wouldn't say it's probably one of the best sellers on the West End at the moment, and a lot of people are really angry because they're like, well, what about those who have trained that haven't got the choice? And it's like, but sometimes you need to step aside and let some money go into it in order for it to happen. And you know, looking at Joe Sugg's fan base is going to bring a lot of fans into it, which I think is good because it means more people accessing the theatre, which I think is always fantastic. But one thing with that, a lot of people, like I said, have been a bit awkward on Twitter. Someone actually posted a tweet of a list of things that people can and can't do at the theatre and aimed at Joe Sugg's fans. Now, I think that's a bit too far and a bit patronising. I won't show you the tweet, I don't want to out the person, but I'll show you the post. Now, I just think that's a bit far, don't you? Like, people know what to do at the theatre, and if you remember at the start of Waitress, if you have seen it, they do actually have a song telling you to turn your phone off, but rest my case. Now, another problem people have is that if the producers didn't price the tickets an extortionate amount, we wouldn't have to have star casting. Now, I actually thought I'd take it upon my own shoulders to have a look at the ticket pricing. Now, we already know that they do day seats, they do rush on Today Tix, and you can actually find a lot of discount tickets available on different websites if you want to. But if you look on their actual website on LW Theatres, Lloyd Webber Theatres, you can look at the actual tickets. So their cheapest tickets are £19.50, £25 and £35, and that's on a Friday night, which is where it's going to be the most expensive. I then went and looked at the average. I added up all, I think that's how you do averages. I added up all the ticket prices and divided it by how many ticket prices there are, and the average price is £51, which is actually lower than the average ticket price on the West End. So those that are saying that it's actually not affordable, and that those who are in Joe Sugg's fan base can't actually access it because it's not affordable, you're kind of talking rubbish, because there is really affordable ways to go and see it. Now, I do love Waitress, and I'm not standing here saying like, oh, X, Y, and Z, I think the show's amazing. Obviously, the show's got its flaws and it's got its perfections, and I'm just kind of shining a light on both things. Now, I am totally with you in saying that some of the tickets are really extortionately priced. They have actually lowered them in the past couple of weeks. I know that front row was apparently like 65, and now it's like 45. Might have to double check that. But yeah, so a lot of people are really angry, and like, I think we do have to look at other shows. Like, everyone's talking about Jamie constantly star casting their Miss Hedge and also Loco Chanel. Now, obviously, you know, they star cast all the time and no one really says anything. Once again, I took to Twitter and people actually said, but it doesn't matter because that's good star casting. Well, you can't complain about star casting for one show and then not do it about the other just because you think they're good. Obviously, Joe Sugg's not even come into the show yet and people are cussing him out. A lot of people are concerned that there's no acting experience, but if you look at his channel, you know, like I said, I'm only defending because we've not seen him perform yet. There's actually been a video posted by Joe about his audition process, I believe. It's just been uploaded, so I've still got to check it out. But I'll add like a little card in. If it's worth watching, I'll link it below. But a lot of people are saying that he's probably not got the acting chops, but we can see from his channel, from the bits that I have seen at least, that he has got some comedy chops. He can do the accent because he does great impersonations, and he can dance, and he can sing. So at the moment, he's ticking all the boxes for me. There's some people that aren't cussing him out, and there's some people supporting, like I am, from afar, but there's also other people that are supporting him, like his friends, who you know, nothing wrong with your friends supporting you, but I'm going to go back to my phone for this one, because his friend Mikey actually thought, you know what, I'm going to support my friend. But this is what I don't think is too fair. So Mikey Pierce says, oh, bore off all the theatre nerds moaning that Joe and Connor didn't go to theatre school so shouldn't get parts on the West End and Broadway. I studied maths all my life and I'm shit at it. These guys are super talented at what they do, hence why they are getting these roles. Now, Mikey, I do agree they are talented, and I agree, they didn't go to theatre school, so that shouldn't mean they shouldn't be on these shows. They shouldn't go on West End and Broadway. But what I don't agree with you here, Mikey, my love, is that you've called theatre, you've branched everyone under the term of theatre nerd. Now, I would class myself as a theatre nerd, but I'm also a training actor. Now, I don't think that's very appropriate to use that term when it does mean that some people are going to be out of a job. Obviously, it is a tough industry to get into and land these jobs, but I don't think theatre nurse is the right way to discuss it. Also, I would like to point out that you said, I studied maths all my life and I'm shit at it. Now, that's an anecdote that's probably not really needed in this tweet. A lot of people just aren't very happy. A lot of people are saying that he's, you know, obviously getting cast because he's got a 3.6 million following, which, you know, if it's going to bring money into the show, we've got to let it happen. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are like, I want Waitress to carry on forever, but unfortunately, sometimes things don't carry on forever. Is that a bit too harsh? I don't know. I want this to be an open discussion. If you have thoughts, let me know below. I think the longevity of this show, at least, you know, is questionable. I've got to say it. And like, people even said that when Ashley Roberts was cast, you know what I mean? Like, they said, you know, if we want the longevity of the show to happen, then things like this have to happen. Obviously, that was a whole more stickier situation, which we won't get into. I guess none of this is really my business. Yeah, it's difficult. A lot of people do agree with me, some people don't. A lot of people have commented different things. But yeah, like I said, this has just been a bit of a chit-chat video, really, and my thoughts, because I thought it'd be very interesting to discuss. Like I said, there's plenty of shows out there that do stunt casting. Chicago have done it in previous years. Lots of shows do it these days because they need to get bums on seats. Also, if we want to look at stunt casting done wrong, don't want to throw any tea out there, but Sunday in the Park with George, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Annalie Ashford, have cheapest cheapest tickets at £45 and most expensive at £300. But that's none of my business. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video today, give it a like, give it a thumbs up or whatever they do on these things, and also drop me a subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I next upload and everything like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, discuss with me in the comments below what you think. I'm really intrigued to hear what you think. I'm going to try and keep this as one take as possible. I might edit a few bits out because I'm on 11 minutes. Not all of it's going to be necessary. But yes, thank you all for watching and see you soon. Okay.